Today we saw what are content packs. Content packs are aggregation of dashboards which include dashboard, report and dataset. It can be built by you and shared within the teams for their immediate consumption, also alteration for their local alteration and then further sharing based on their rights. It can be shared by anyone in the organization having a Power BI Pro license and who has built a dashboard. Point number one, it can be edited by owners only. Although many people would have access to your content pack, they must have replicated it, but they can't make any change to your content pack since you are the creator. It can be consumed by n number of users based on the group access what you've given or individual access what you've given. At the same time, they can replicate, that is copy that, and make further changes and further distribute the content. So this is all about the content packs. Moving on, there is something known as apps. So Power BI apps are the solution to enterprise scale distribution of content in Power BI. Like we saw, there are sections which allows you to mix different reports and build a dashboard which can be consumed by anybody who has access to the dashboard. Very simple. At the same time, if you want to distinguish between different sets of data, isolate that data and distribute to only the intended user, one way of doing it is creating apps specific to that report, and then only people having access to this link would be able to access the related isolated content. It is also the collection of purpose built dashboards or reports to large number of business users and empower them to make decisions. So it can be one or more than one reports on dashboards which then can be converted into apps. It can be distributed to specific people or groups similar to the content packs. So now let's have a look at the steps of creating an app. And the basic steps are, we create an app workspace. The workspace is a staging area for an app and served as a container for the content of the app. That means after creating an app workspace, you need to put your dashboard, datasets and reports into that content pack or the app space rather, and only then you would be able to publish that particular content and distribute it to the end users. Then you add content and then you publish it to the end user. Let's have a look at all the three steps. I've just now clicked on create a workspace and built a test app workspace. After clicking on it, I go into this screen. I say get the file. So it allows me to import different kinds of file. Since we know we have a PBIX file samples which we have downloaded for our consumption, let's access it. So let's access opportunity analysis as one of the PBIX file and say open. It would import it into that particular app space. Yes, so that is the data. If you look at it, it is available under the test app. So let's go back to the test app. It would be under the report section. If I make a dashboard, then only it would move to the dashboard section, right? Let's create a dashboard for it, for the matter. Let's go into the revenue analysis and let's say I want to pin this to the test app dashboard, right? I go to the dashboard. It is available over here. I go into test app. Now the dashboard sections has one value. Fine. Now let's see, do you want to get this included in your app? Yes and no. If there are multiple dashboards, you want certain things not to be part of your app, you can move it to no. In this case, I want it to be part of the app, so I make it this. If you want to favoritize this test app, then you can click on the star icon. I've marked it as favorite. For this simplicity set, I don't want to mark it as my favorite. Then you need to move to create app. Create app will ask for a name of the app. Okay, you will say it is a test app, right? Support site, if you have anything to log their tickets, you can have those sites. It can be ticketing tool which your organization use, and you can give that access so that if something fails, that link URL is shown. Navigation, how do you want? This is the link where people would click on the dashboard. Do you want to go into certain navigation steps? You can do that, right? This is the opportunity section. That's okay. Control, all these controls, view and edit database model definition, connect to the database, right? Connect database for this. Exporting is always blocked for users installing the app. So they can view it, but they cannot export it. Any parameters which you want to put, then you can put it over here. Accesses, you want to pass this access to specific people only, and you do it to one person, and you say create app. Now it is publishing an app, and this is the link of your app. I say copy, I say closed, and I go here and I move it over here. When I click on it, it would redirect me to that screen of the app. App may contain, I say install that app. So what it is doing is it is installing the app for me, and there is my app. First app. Hello world. It's my test app. Let's wait this installation to get over. Yes. So I can edit the workspace, explore the app. So this is my app space. So app would ideally be looking like this, and this has exactly only those items what I have made it to be the part of. So this screen by default is what I have moved, and it has so many visuals and pages. So these are the pages available, which makes it an app. It can be accessed over phone. You can always have screen, and that's about it. If you want to remove an app, you can go into update, and you do have option to permission, and you can remove the names, right? You can allow users to make copy of the reports if you want. You can allow users to connect to apps underlying data sets using the build permission, yes or no. Install this app, you can allow them to install this app. You can, this is the link to the files, this is the link to the reports. So basically this is all about link, and you say update. Once done, it is present. You can always delete certain things from your app. So what you can do is opportunity analysis. I don't want it, I say delete. I go into report, I say I don't want it, I can delete. Workbook, nothing. Data set, opportunity analysis, I don't want it, I say delete. It is still on publishing. Okay, we'll have to wait for it to happen. I say delete. So all these things are deleted, only the data set is now yet to be deleted. Let's say delete. Data flow is not present. Once you delete everything, you can do update app, right? Basis that the updated data would move. So this allows the developer to publish the required data in single place and allows them to have a look at the apps.